Hello everyone. Today we will learn about histology of pancreas. Pancreas is a compound tubuloacinar gland having both exocrine and endocrine function. Pancreas lies behind the stomach in the loop of the duodenum. It consists of three main regions: head, body and tail. Head is the broader portion, followed by the narrow body and the tapering tail portion. The head lies in the concavity of the loop of the duodenum. Pancreas has no distinct connective tissue covering, but it is covered by a thin layer of loose tissue. This tissue enters into the gland and divides it into number of lobules. Each lobule consists of acini and islets of cells which are present in the form of islands. So these are called as islets of Langerhans. The pancreatic duct or the duct of Wirsung extend throughout the gland and receives small branches from each of the lobule. It also receives another duct called the duct of Santorini, as it is depicted in this slide. This slide shows you a TS of the pancreas. This is how it looks like when you take a section, and these are the things that you can clearly see: the acini, the islets of Langerhans, the presence of blood vessels and the intercalated duct and the intralobular duct, and also the interlobular duct. When you observe this microscopic structure of pancreas, it's made up of two regions: one, the exocrine part, which consists of the acini, and the endocrine part, the islets of Langerhans. Let us learn one by one. First, let us have a look at how these acini cells are present, which functions as the exocrine part of the pancreas. When you look at these acini, it consists of groups of pyramidal cells connected to the interlobular ducts. Each acini is lined by pyramidal cells resting on a basement membrane. There is a lumen in the acini which is connected to the interlobular duct. Each cell has an inner zone and the basal zone. The inner zone faces the lumen and contains zymogen granules. You can see in this slide where the zymogen granules are shown as the dots towards the lumen. Now the number of zymogen granules depends upon the activity of these cells. The lumen of the acini has small epithelial cells called centroacinar cells which line the interlobular ducts. Acini produce pancreatic juice. The lumen of an acinus opens into an interlobular duct which is lined by cuboidal cells. These ducts join the main ducts which in turn join the larger pancreatic duct. They are lined by columnar epithelial cells, in between which are the goblet cells, and the epithelial cells rest on the basement membrane. So this describes the acini of a pancreas. Now when we look at the endocrine pancreas or the endocrine part of the pancreas, which is made up of or which is called as islet of Langerhans. It is also called islands of Langerhans and forms the endocrine portion of the pancreas. It is the group of cells interspread among the acini. Islets of Langerhans appears as spheroidal mass of cells arranged in the form of irregular branching cards or irregular anastomizing cards. You can see even blood capillaries which are present in between these cards. The islets may be closely surrounded by the acini or may lie in the interlobular septa. The number and the size of the islets vary. Generally, they are more abundant in the head region. So this islets of Langerhans, this slide shows you a clear and a close view of how the cells are arranged in islets of Langerhans. Okay, so let's have a look at what are the different types of cells that are found in islets of Langerhans. There are basically 4 main cell types that you can see, which are named as A or alpha cells, B or beta cells, D or delta cells, and PP cells, which are nothing but pancreatic polypeptide cells. Now, how do you differentiate between these 4 different kinds of cells? A cells contain numerous fine red staining granules. They have clear cell boundaries. The B cells have thin or coarse granules which stain dark blue by hematoxylin stain. The cell boundaries are distinct. Generally, B cells are more numerous than A cells. The D cells can be observed by special staining, and only few cells are there in the pancreas of human. Now let us have a look at what are the functions of these different kinds of cells. Alpha cells secrete glucagon, which elevates the blood glucose levels by accelerating the conversion of glycogen into amino acids and fatty acids. Beta cells secrete insulin, which lowers the blood glucose levels. Delta cells secrete somatostatin, which decrease and inhibits secretory activities of both alpha and the beta cells. And these pancreatic polypeptide cells, which we termed as PP cells, they secrete pancreatic polypeptide, which inhibits the production of pancreatic enzymes and alkaline solutions. So to conclude, like the islets of Langerhans produce 2 hormones, namely the insulin and the glucagon, which are insulin is produced by the B cells, and it influences the conversion of blood sugar, and the deficiency causes, as you all know, the diabetes mellitus. Glucagon is produced by A cells, which influence the conversion of liver glycogen into blood sugar. Now this slide will give you a clear idea as to how these 4 different kinds of cells are arranged within the islets of Langerhans. So this gives you, or this describes the outline histology of pancreas, wherein you will learn, or wherein you have learned about its position of pancreas and its exocrine and the endocrine part of it, followed by its function. So to conclude, like this acini produces pancreatic juice, whereas the islets of Langerhans, they produce 2 major hormones, the insulin and the glucagon. This describes the outline histology of pancreas. Thanks for